Hello, what's going on? I have had coronavirus for 2 weeks. In that time, I've consumed a lot of media right here on this couch. 99% of it
has been dog shit.
One of them was good. It was called Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It's available now on Netflix. It's an anime by Studio Trigger that came out in 2022. It is based on the video game Cyberpunk 2077, which came out in 2020 by CD Projekt Red, which is based on the tabletop RPG Cyberpunk, which was originally created by Matt Pondsmith in 1988. That world is based on novels by William Gibson, such as Neuromancer, which came out in 1984, or Ridley Scott's film Blade Runner, which came out in 1982, which is an adaptation of Philip K. Dick's novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Excuse me, I have corona. I could keep going on this riff, but I already stole it from somebody else. I just wanted to make a point. What's up with Cyberpunk Edgerunners? It's the best audiovisual representation of the world of Cyberpunk as established through all of that media, all of that literature that I think might ever exist. And it's only 10 episodes long, about 3.5 hour runtime, and it nails it. Perfect audiovisual encapsulation, and I feel like I'm the one qualified to say it, not the one, but a one qualified to say it, as having consumed about 70% of that media listed. It's excellent. It captures the disaster capitalism system that overgirds that entire world perfectly. That's the big thematic thing that's going on that it nails. It also manages to capture like the game systems from the world of Cyberpunk tabletop, Cyberpunk 2077, the video game, in the way its characters all play specific roles, and it establishes relationships among characters that bring you into the world way better than the game ever did. I spent 40 to 50 hours in Night City, and I never cared about a single character. Barely even cared about my wonderful BD editor girlfriend, Judy Alvarez. She's hot as shit. I didn't really care. So that's my first point. Best execution, audiovisual of the cyberpunk setting, theme, world, whatever you want to call it. My second point is actually ends in a question. It also does an excellent job utilizing the Cyberpunk 2077 soundtrack along with a few other things. Namely, we're going to talk about the song Who's Ready for Tomorrow, credited to an artist from our real world, Rat Boy, as well as an artist I think is from the cyberpunk world in just a lore base. IDYB, I believe, is what they go by. And apparently this song was in the game. You probably never heard it the way I probably never heard it, because you tried to drive once in Cyberpunk 2077. You tried to take a right turn, and something stupid like this happened. Yeah, it's terrible. It's still terrible because I got that footage from the new 1.6 patch that everybody claims makes the game playable. It does not. It still stinks. The point is, I never heard that song in the game. Every once in a while, I'd turn the radio on and be like, yeah, they seem to capture the vibe of the world. But the way they utilize the needle drops in the show beautifully amplify the world. And this one in particular, what I love about it is it feels very unfamiliar. It starts out with this, like, it feels like this, like, New Orleans voodoo influenced, like, dirge beat. But then there's this, like, clearly, like, white kid kind of rapper rapping about basic teenage dirtbag stuff over it. That's not really where the song gets me. The beat really does, but not the lyrics. But then it kicks over to this hook that's just purely, like, melodic, major vibes. And there's a doubled voice on it, and this is where my question starts to come in, and I hope my social network community can help me answer this, because I spent all day today researching, trying to dig up credits on it. So, the artist Rat Boy, who is credited as performing the song, I spent some time looking at him and I listened to some music because I thought, wow, if there's like a whole discography of stuff like this, give it to me. He doesn't really sound much like this on his other tracks, but he does cite as a major influence and is listed as a producer on some of his songs, Tim Timebomb, aka Tim Armstrong, who you may know from The Transplants or Rancid or Operation Ivy. When I put that in context, ding, okay. I hear the voice, I go, I think that is Tim Armstrong on the chorus as one of those doubled vocals. And I start applying some more history, and I think back to like the Rancid 2000 era, where we got songs like Crane Fist. Oh, no! What you got, you can't keep here. Oh, no! Pretty much anything from the Transplants catalog. And this all starts to tie in and make sense to me. I haven't followed his career super closely since maybe 2006. So I'm hoping there's somebody out there who is still pretty tuned into what he's up to and like the Hellcat punk world, because I would love to have this answered. So if you know the answer to that, please tell me. So to recap, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, best portrayal of the cyberpunk world. The song from the soundtrack, Who's Ready for Tomorrow? Is that Tim Armstrong singing the chorus? Please tell me. Surprise third thing. Actually, this is just a promo for an upcoming podcast I've got coming out with my sister called My Sister Evangelion and Me. If you like this kind of silly deep dive analysis of niche media, oh boy, will you love this. I'm making her watch every episode of Evangelion, and then we do an analysis where we pretty much analyze each episode for the runtime of the episode, and I help explain some of the themes, some of the lore, some of what the hell's going on, and she asks her questions, and we have a great time, and then we like expand it into a broader universe, bringing in our own literary and other media influences, and we're having a lot of fun. That's going to release, I don't know, sometime soon. So wherever you found this video, if you watched it this far, stay tuned. That'll pop up soon. I have too much COVID to keep talking much more. Go watch Cyberpunk Edgerunners and join us to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion sometime in the coming weeks. And I'll talk to you soon. When my body works.